Okay guys, we're going to do a quick review on graphing. So, when you're given an equation in y equals mx plus b form, this is your y equals, this is going to be your slope. The number in front of your x is your slope, and the number as your b is going to be your y-intercept. So you first graphed your y-intercept, which is -1. You go straight to -1 on the y-axis. That's your y-intercept. That's y. You're going to go to -1, 0. Then you're going to, from this point, look at your slope. Your slope is 4. So your slope is 4, and your y-intercept is 0, -1 for this equation right here. Then you're going to, since your slope is 4, that's the same as 4 over 1. So you're going to go, it's positive, so you're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4 units and over 1 unit. Since 4 over 1 is the same as -4 over -1, right? And negative over a negative is a positive. You can also go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the left in the negative direction, 1. And that is going to give you your line. So that's how you graph a basic line in slope-intercept form. So this one would be, my slope would be 1, because there's a 1 in front of that x, as we know, and my y-intercept would be 2. So the first thing I do, I'm going to go up to 2, or 0, 2. Then my slope is going to be up 1 over 1, rise over run, up 1 over 1. Up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, or negative over negative, down 1 to the left 1, down 1 to the left 1. And I graph that line. Now since we're going to start using systems, what we're looking for is where those two lines intersect. So I'll let you do this one on your own. Let's go down here to this problem. So now we've got, this is in standard form. And so before you graph this, you need to convert this from standard form into slope-intercept form. So you're basically solving for y using your inverse operations. So you've got 8x minus 3y equals -12. I'm working with this very first equation right here. To solve for y, the first thing we're going to do is move your x. So subtract 8x from both sides. 8x minus 8x is 0, so those cancel each other out. I'm left with -3y equals, these are not like terms. I cannot combine those terms. So they just come side by side. -8x minus 12. I can't combine them, so I just leave them in the equation by them side by side. Now to get y by itself, I'm going to divide by the coefficient of y, which is -3. And I need to divide everything by -3. -3 divided by -3 gives me 1y over here. I'm left with positive 8/3 x, and -12 divided by -3 is positive 4. So now this is in my slope-intercept form, and I can now graph it. So I'm going to go to, this is my b. So I'm going to go to 0, positive 4. 0 is my x. 1, 2, 3, 4 is my y on the y-axis. Now I have a slope of 8 over 3. I cannot go up 8, but we know that a negative over a negative is a positive, so I can go down 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And since it's a positive slope is always going to go in that direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in order to make it to go in that direction, I need to go to the left. 1, 2, 3 units. That's my rise over my run. And there I have now successfully graphed that line. Now I need to change this one to slope-intercept form as well. I'll do that up here. So I've got 8x minus 3y equals 6. First thing I'm going to do is move my 8x, my x term. I'm moving the x term. I always move my x term first because I'm trying to isolate the y term. I'm left with 3y equals, I cannot combine those because one has a variable and one does not. Negative 8x plus 6. Now I'm going to divide by the coefficient of y. I'm left with y equals 8 over 3x minus 6 divided by 3 is 2. So to graph that line, this is my y-intercept, which is 0, 2, negative 2. I'm going to go to negative 2 on the y-axis. Then I'm going to either go up or down 8. Let's go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 over 3. 1, 2, 3. That's going to take us kind of off the chart like that. And when I graph that, it's going to look like this. And since we're dealing with systems, the question becomes, where do those cross? Well, these are parallel lines. And they always have the same slope. So they will never cross. So this is no solution. All right, so do the rest by yourself. Good luck.